SEMO. Today on Hawks Nest, we're going to be talking about baseball's matchup with Vanderbilt, softball, and gymnastics' new rivalry trophy. Welcome to the Hawks Nest. I'm Kennedy Meyer.
And I'm Toslin Taylor.
Let's just dive right into the gymnastics recap for the week. So they traveled to Muncie, Indiana for a tri-meet against Ball State and Illinois State University.
Yes, they did. They actually created a new rivalry trophy known as the Battle of the Red Crane. Each of these teams actually have a red mascot, so it just made sense for them to all have a rivalry trophy. It was created by the assistant coach, Chris Lucamelli, and it was brought to life by gymnast Kendra Bennick. The red crane is supposed to symbolize good fortune.
Yeah, and hopefully it brings good fortune to Southeast Gymnastics specifically.
We sure hope so. Although the Gym Hawks are still working for their first win of the season, SEMO totaled its second highest vault score of 48.00 in the 2019 season. The Gym Hawks will be returning to Houck Fieldhouse Friday, March 1st to take on Pennsylvania. It's Greek night, so SEMO fans should stop by and get some free koozies. Speaking of awards, softball coach Mark Redburn earned his 100th win this weekend. How'd they do?
Yeah, super exciting that he was able to secure that win with Southeast. SEMO 9-6 fell to Drake and bounced back to beat Purdue University. The Redhawks had a great game offensively. Michaela Arianas had a solo home run in the bottom of the first against Purdue, who then pulled ahead in the top of the second, but SEMO wasn't far behind.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Sarah Masick's RBI double, SEMO would have been taken out of the game pretty early. Purdue started to give Southeast a run for their money until defense fell apart in the bottom of the fifth inning, and SEMO pulled away for good and managed to come on top of that game. As far as Drake goes, SEMO was not as lucky. They were down 3-0 after one inning when they clocked in 5 runs to take the lead in the top of the second. Drake regained the lead on a pair of tallies in the fourth.
Yeah, freshman Marissa Davis was charged with that loss, unfortunately. She struck out 3 and gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. SEMO continues tournament play as they head to the UCA Classic in Conway, Arkansas this weekend. Both basketball teams had a tough loss this weekend.
Indeed they did. Both teams were actually at Murray State playing against the Racers, and they could not secure the bag. Neither of the teams came away with the win, and the men had a tough loss, the final score being 67-103.
Ouch.
The Racers just had a good game. Freshman guard John Morant from Murray had a good double-double, 23 points and 12 assists to lead 5 starters in double figures, which made it completely impossible for SEMO to ever take the lead.
Right, yeah. Isaiah Gable led SEMO with 16 points in 18 minutes off the bench. Gable made 6 of 10 shots and knocked down 3 three-pointers, while Nigel Russell followed with 12 points, and Oscar Cal led the Redhawks with 4 assists, which was a highlight of the game.
Yeah, they played well, but it was just a tough loss for them. The women had a much closer game. The final score was 74-82. They were extremely close. Tecia Thompson had a game high of 28 points and 13 rebounds, and Jocelyn Taylor actually added 17 points, which is pretty impressive.
Right, yeah. Going into the fourth quarter, though, the teams were tied at 60. MSU outscored SEMO 28-16.
Hopefully both teams can shake off their losses and focus on their last home games of the season before OVC play. Saturday, both teams will take on the Belmont Bruins. Women's tip-off is at 4:30 p.m., and men's game will start sharply at 7 o'clock p.m. Baseball traveled just past my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee to Nashville to play number 1 Vanderbilt. How'd they do?
Yeah, they actually fell to Vanderbilt on Tuesday. Vanderbilt ended up scoring 5 unearned runs late in the game to pull away from Southeast 11-3. In the top of the fourth, Connor Bassler was hit by a pitch, then went on to steal 2 bases immediately after.
I think it's pretty impressive to get hit by a pitch and then still be able to do something afterwards. To steal 2 bases, that's a lot. SEMO's starting pitcher, Austin Soxy, exited the game after allowing 5 runs on 7 hits and walking just 2 in 1.1 innings. Vanderbilt registered 16 hits, including 9 from the first 3 hitters in its lineup.
Right, but on a brighter note, the Redhawks had a total of 8 hits for the game. SEMO will return to Cape to host Purdue Fort Wayne in a 3-game series beginning today.
Well, that's all we have for you today on today's Hawks Nest. Good luck to Southeast Athletics this weekend. We'll see you next time. Be sure to follow all of our social media at the Southeast Era.